First, I want to address well, first, the reason why I signed up was because of like now you're present, you know. Uh
Right.
you're not just a face to like reel people in, and then once you get in, you're not seen anymore, maybe one day a week or something like that. And so I've been in groups and that happens. So that's why it's like you get to learn from you, you know?
Right. I
And
appreciate
also what I liked is you're just not that one-legged like stock options. It's the crypto options. I had went to, I think it may have been a couple of years ago, where you had an option, you're doing crypto options, and it was just like mind blowing. I was like, what is he talking about? And so I didn't join or anything because I was just had known about stock options. But with crypto, um, I like the idea that you just all around Forex, crypto, it's all assets. It's just not stock. This one, they only know one thing that they'll teach you. Whereas, like you said, here in it's 24 hours with the
Right.
crypto. You can trade 24. You don't have to, they have stuff going on like the institutions that they can do all this stock trading, and you may be in an options play and think it's going your way. And then overnight when it's closed, you have these stocks that are now 24 hours, but everybody, it's not 24 hours for everyone, you know?
Right.
And so I like the opportunity to be here because you're teaching about all types of things. Like you said, you want to wake up on the weekends, or you don't have to worry about it. So, and it's just, and I really want to learn the crypto options and Bitcoin, that how you focus on Bitcoin. Like now you like, okay, I'm part of this group. I got to start buying some Bitcoin, even if it's $5, $10. Like you say, because I don't have any. I was focusing on Ethereum's and the crap coins, like you say,
Right.
um, and just use them to trade, because you could just use them to trade because they really fly. And
Right.
so that's why I joined. But what I just wanted to mention when you were just talking about start with swing trade, I mean, leaps, swings, and then day. My issue with leaps, say for instance, because they cost more money, I feel like, man, I got this money tied up over here and I could be making money. How do you handle that? Like I said, I got to look at the psychology of trading and all of these things, but that's the thing with me, what I've seen with say starting out with leaps, because I feel like I have this money sitting right here. How do you, you know, handle that?
Um, my answer to that, before I answer that, man, Kenru, you funny as hell. Kenru says, shit, we tired of bro presents in here. I be too present. They be like, God damn, go do something. But yeah, with that, I will say, and I say this all the time, it's part of my rules to have different portfolios for different strategies, right? So that you can leave your leap and let it leap without expecting it or comparing it to what you could be getting from day trade, right? Because it's different risk, different expectations, right? So ideally, I recommend that everybody has like 3 to 4 different accounts. It could be on the same broker, but you want to have a leap account. Let's say if you got 5 grand in there, that is just for leaps. So when you get in there, you don't feel like you are tying it up because you know you tying it up, right? So if you got 10 grand, you would put 5 in leaps. And if you wanted to use 5 to swing trade or day trade, that way you you let the day trade, you use the day trade account to day trade while letting the leap do what the leap is doing. And you don't mix them up. You don't want to have them on the same account because with your leap, you're not even supposed to be looking at them. Once you get in, if it's, you know, 2 years out, there's no reason checking it every day. You shouldn't even look at it on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, Once you get in, you're in. So that would be my thing. Now, if you only got 5 grand or something to start, even with that, I will split it. I will still split it. You got 5 grand, I'll still split it. I'll dedicate 2,500 to leaps and 2,500 to swings, not day trade, swings. And then eventually, when your leaps go up and you take some profits, or your swings go up, you take some profit, you can siphon some of the profits out of there, put it in another account, and maybe attempt to day trade with it, right? But leaps, when you get in, is the least riskiest of all the approaches. So leaps comes first, then swing trading, then day trading. Day trading is bottom, is the peasant stuff. It makes the least amount of money and gives you the most amount of stress, but it will create an illusion that you're doing something. And if you don't believe me, ask anybody. You can go check your portfolios. The leap will do amazing without any effort, very minimal effort. And then you go look at your day trade, and the one that you put in extra time and extra work is just going to frustrate. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be my advice to you. Just have a dedicated account for each thing. Somebody's
Got hers at
microphone is
9,
on.
and that hurt me. But she's very responsible with it. Yeah, she's been responsible with it since day one. Very clean.
Anthony D,
Tell her nothing.
Anthony D, Anthony
Tell her how to
D.
wrap it through it, clean herself, everything.
Hot Mike,
I ain't never had to
Anthony
worry about
D.
that. But I got mine's 9th grade year. She got hers. 3rd grade is crazy.
Okay, I was gonna say. I mean, since you want to share, we were gonna listen. Listen.
All right. Well, thank you for that explanation. That makes sense because
That
I'll
makes
be
sense.
honest, I'm not the my personality, like I don't like that. That's too much. It's like driving a stick shift. It's too much going on. I just rather just put something on and like I say, just let it cook. I don't just
I
so I
like
don't have to worry about it, you know?
I like that. I like that because
Question.
I like that. And another thing I say is do not stress yourself based on what other people are doing, right? That's why you got to be careful what you watch, what you pay attention to, because you might feel like you're missing out. Oh, everybody posting this. But the truth of the matter is when people lose on day trades, they don't post, right? Let me give you an example. Wall Street Trapper made a $1 million play, right? Put $1 million in a trade. Shit died. He cut it 30%, lost 300,000. He posted when he got in, but he didn't post when he got out. He talked about it, but he didn't take a screenshot, right? It's easier to take a screenshot when you are up. When you are down, something in your brain, you annoy. You don't want to keep the same energy. But the truth of the matter is it cuts both ways, right? But for some reason, we only think, I don't miss that. I be seeing everything. I even tell you. Yeah, but it's just the truth, right? When you up, you like, how many times you gonna see? Are you gonna take a screenshot when you down -15, -20, -30? Why are you not doing that? But I bet if he was up 30% and was up 300,000-400,000, that would have been the first thing you do, right? And I'm not saying this to knock him. We all do it. We all do it. I do it sometimes. When I'm down, I'm like, man, fuck this shit. You close your computer, throw your phone somewhere, but when you're up, you feel different. And it shouldn't be, right? That money should not control you to that point, because when you get into the market, you have to understand it can cut either way. And you shouldn't expect anything. The only thing you should expect is, expect to lose. Don't even come in expecting to win. So ask yourself if which strategy is going to stress me out the most, right? Day trading, like Ken Rue here. Ken Rue is good at day trading, but he be exhausted. He'd be exhausted. He'd be going in, out, 200, 500, 200. And it's money, but if you put value on your time and your energy, I don't want that. He'd be making money and feel like he's doing construction by the time he's done. And we are not in trading to be mentally drained like that, right? So you need a system that takes that away from you. Otherwise, you coming from a stressful 9 to 5 or whatever, and then this is worse. This is actually worse because you don't have nobody to blame. Nobody. I damn sure ain't gonna allow you to blame me, because I'm gonna check you real quick. I'll be like, it's you. No, it's you, right? And you have to accept because you're the one pulling the trigger. When you make the money, you're the one making the money. When you lose the money, you're the one losing the money. So you have to look at your personality. Don't care about what anybody else is doing, what anybody is posting. You don't want this to stress you out because if it does, you're not going to last, right? And that is part of the reason why I even do the Leap subscription because you got to be locked in at least a year. Within a year, there's going to be times where you're gonna feel like quitting. But if it was a monthly subscription, you'd be like, man, fuck it, I'm out of here. And I'm not giving you that chance. You go take a seat under a tree somewhere for a month, come back and regroup. It's expected. It's part of the game. But if you pay a monthly and shit and you come in the wrong month, you're done. You're going to be like, man, bro, I paid you $250 or $300 or $150 or whatever. I ain't made money. Like, I'm not the one controlling the market. You know what I'm saying? So you have to give it enough time to go up, to come down, and especially we got Trump. So that's on crack. The market is already unstable, and then we got somebody else who that is insane, right? So yeah, your personality matters. Your personality matters a lot. So choose what works for you. Don't copy nobody. Don't look at what anybody else is doing. Because like I said, I don't know if she is here. The lady that made that money, she took on a lot of risk, right? And she accepted it. She's like, shit, if it dies, it dies. But maybe you don't have that personality to go in like that, right? There are some people here who go heavy. As a matter of fact, let me show you. So here's an example of the ladies with big balls out here, right? So you see her, she be going in heavy. Where Carsey at? Carsey be going in heavy. 10 contracts, 7 contracts. If you try to go do it, you gonna blow your account, right? Because you don't know why she has that courage to go in heavy. You know what I'm saying? You don't know her background. You don't know how she thinks. You don't know how much money she got. So at the end of the day, you want to do what works for you, what's not going to stress you. God damn, I can't find it. But anyway, anybody else got a question while I look for this?
Yeah, I got a question. When it comes to the swing trading and the leaps, what time frame do you recommend for the stocks? What time frame do you recommend looking at?
What do you mean? Time frame to do what? To analyze
To just
it?
watch the charts. Yeah, analyze, watch the charts and stuff for swing trading.
From the top. So weekly, daily, 4 hour. That in that order.
So okay, 4 hour weekly, daily.
Weekly, daily, 4 hour.
Weekly, daily, 4 hour.
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
the weekly is gonna give you the overall direction. And then the lower time frames is gonna give you like confluence, which is confirmation that they both moving in the same direction. Okay, somebody said is in the premium. All right, thanks. So premium, I don't know why she posted it here. But yeah, she goes heavy. So if you see her make 10 grand or whatever, she ain't buy one contract. Like you see her here, she made MU 3 contracts here, 1,200 plus 2,100, right? That's 3,300, but that's 5 contracts. And those contracts weren't cheap. You know what I'm saying? So, Ethereum. Okay, let's look at Ethereum. This is Ethereum from yesterday, right? So, this is where you will find it if you're in the Discord, crypto watch list, like right here. So, I said if Bitcoin, this was like 12 a.m. As you can see, I ain't sleeping. If Bitcoin holds, Ethereum has a potential pin on the 17-day chart with 1 day more left on the close. So this is Ethereum, as you can see, right, at 1,764 when I posted it. So in this trade, we are looking at the higher time frame, 17-day, right? Then today, if we go down to a lower time frame, we were like somewhere here, right? So because I know that on the higher time frame we are trying to go up, on the lower time frame I could be looking for pullbacks, right, to get in. See that? This is a trigger. Boom. This is a trigger. That makes sense?
Repeat yourself, bro.
Which part?
The time frames.
So Ethereum, I seen this on a high time frame. So like I said, top down approach. So you're gonna look at how many weeks is 17 days?
It's about 3 weeks or
Two
4
weeks,
weeks
3
or so.
days.
What somebody said what?
Two and a half
2
weeks.
weeks.
2.5 weeks, right? So that means it's a higher time frame, right? Okay. So on the higher time frame, you see I drew a support zone over here, which means price has respected the support zone a few times. So it can go up if Bitcoin goes up. So we only trade in these shit coins based on what Bitcoin does. But the price action here looked good, right? So if you get it in here, you will simply get in and put your stop loss underneath the pin. So that will be at like 1520 or something, right? Or you can go down to a lower time frame and look for pullbacks to get in to go up. So your bias is bullish. You think it's going to go up, right? On a higher time frame, it wants to go up. So when you come down to a lower time frame, you're simply looking for entries. That's all you're looking for. You're looking for entries to go up. You're not looking for shorts. You're looking to go in, get in, buy. But you just need price action confirmation to get in. And so you look for it, and wherever you find it, you get in. Or you get in on the higher time frame and put your stop loss under the support. And in this case, you would have bought Ethereum at 1763, and it went as high as 1800, right? I noticed that here somewhere, it went as high as here, back down, still here. So, and if you are doing leverage, whatever the percentage is from 1763 to 1800 times whatever your leverage chosen leverage was, you would have made some decent money. So, anybody else? Any question?
When you doing when you did that Ethereum, is it kind of like options where it's a strike price or whatever, or you can just put whatever you want to in there?
There's no strike price. You just get in where it is,
Okay.
right? Or you can do a limit order to get in at a certain point, but yeah, there's no strike price.
So
I
you
only
wouldn't.
call it crypto options just to simplify,
Yeah.
but there's no strike price. Like it's gonna go here. Let me choose this strike. You just buy it. You buy it. If it goes up, you make money. If it doesn't go up, you lose money.
So Block, you said if you don't go down off that 17-minute time frame, you would just set your stop loss up under the support. You would never do that though, right? You'll always go down and see what's
No,
up.
I've done. I do that. I do.
Oh, you're a real gangster.
But that'll be because I'm swing. Okay, so right now I wouldn't do it now because I personally don't think this is the bottom. But if this happened at 1030 and we had 5 days left on my countdown, I would do it, if that makes sense.
I'm talking about countdown on the Bitcoin going up.
Right. So this is Ethereum and it's not on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the mover. Bitcoin determines everything. So if Bitcoin decides to go down, this whole shit is invalidated. It means nothing. So even if you get in, you want to manage it, take some profits because you don't know if it's going to come back down and break below. Make sense? All right, somebody else. You didn't ask like 80 questions. Somebody else.
So question.
Uh-huh.
Can you hear me, Block?
Yeah.
So you know how you got the countdown for the Bitcoin to be going up, right? What are we like? What?
75.
So you thinking that putting like, say for example, IBIT, shit like that, doing some options for like 100 days out.
100 days out for what?
Because you're saying it was going to go up. You're saying that, in the theory of, your whole thing is that it's going to go up in about 84 days. It's going to change direction. So basically what I'm saying is getting contracts that is about 100 days from now. I mean, it's not a leap, but it's like, what, 3 months from now? On like IBIT and shit like that.
No. My countdown is we're going to be at the bottom, at the countdown, not the top.
Oh, okay. So you're saying it's going to reach the bottom in about 70 something days, and then it's going to start heading back up.
Right.
Okay.
Or even if it doesn't hit the bottom, maybe we see. I think people don't understand what the countdown really means. The countdown doesn't really mean in 79 days we're gonna be at the bottom. The countdown means in 79 to let's say 100 days, we would have likely found the bottom. Right? So if let's say Bitcoin decides to start going up and we get to September and Bitcoin is at 70K, we found the bottom already in June. This was the bottom. Does that make sense? It doesn't mean it's gonna go lower. It means that we would have found the bottom in between now and that time. And it could be now, or it could go lower. So you really don't know until you let that time pass.
Right.
Once that time pass, then you can confidently assume, right? Because you never really know. But let's say we get to December, January, and Bitcoin is at 77, 60, 59 was the bottom.
Right.
Yeah. So it doesn't mean it has to go to 54, which it could go to 54 within that time. But if it doesn't go any lower and we hit January, we hit the bottom in now. So,
Oh yeah, no, I see what you're saying now.
yep.
One more question. What is the best Forex platform to trade on? Because I done seen some shitty ones. I need a good one.
You're gonna have to ask Nigel. I'll have
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
He's here. He's here. Nigel, what's the Forex? Nigel, somebody asking what's the best Forex platform?
I mean, I'm in Australia, so I'll be using Pepperstone, but I think there's a few other ones like what is it? There's CIMC markets, there's Vintage markets, there's a very big one I forgot. Is it E500 or something like that? Yeah, it's quite a few of them. There's quite a few of them that operate in America as well. Yeah, I'm gonna look some of them up and ones that are pretty good in America and put it in the chart. But yeah, there's quite a few ones.
Forex.com.
Yeah, there's Forex.com.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Forex.com, the leverage and stuff is US
is
regulated,
a
right?
oh okay.
So the type of shit that you want to do to make money is regulated. All the US, so you want an offshore broker. You don't want them US unless you want to play it safe. I wouldn't say that's what you want. I don't know what you want. But if you want to play it safe, then yes, do the these ones. So if you go here, let's go to TradingView. Let me show you. If you go and then you do Forex, let's say you're doing Euro USD, right? Or
Yeah, no wonder.
like these ones, yeah, you can do them, but the leverage you get in, you ain't moving shit. You know what I'm saying? Because these are all regulated. You want some shit in Bermuda somewhere, but you got to be careful because you can lose all your money too. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I have a few. I have to look. I have to look. I have to.
Pepperstone. You can check out Pepperstone too. It is probably one of the biggest in Australia. I'm not sure about the regulations, but yeah, they're pretty good
Yeah,
too.
but if you see Tasty, and you can do Sway, you can do liquid brokers. So liquid brokers,
Yeah.
you can do Forex and stuff on it. Every now and then I do it. Okay. Anybody else?
Well, quick question. What are you trying to do in Forex though, before he goes? What is he trying to get into with the
Yeah.
Forex?
I mean, trading. Just, trying to make some money overall. That's the whole plan. It's not a
Right.
hobby. So, just trading it.
Yeah,
I
so
will
what are
say
you
I will say stick to one thing first. If you're
Right.
new, you try to do this, do that, you're gonna be all over the place. So
Right.
yeah, just choose one thing, study it, master it, get get a feel of it. But if you try to do Forex, you do this, you do that, you're gonna spread yourself too thin, right?
Right.
So
Right.
focus on price action. Once you get the price action and you understand it, applying it to Forex, crypto is it's easy. So the price action should be your main thing, right? Because you can apply it to anything else once you understand how to read the charts. But without understanding how to really read the charts, if you try to go do this, you're gonna confuse yourself. You're gonna think it's not working, but it's because you're doing too much. So baby steps,
Got you.
you know,
Appreciate it too, y'all.
for sure. All right, somebody else. Y'all that made me run this man off the thing. Somebody better.
Hey,
ask.
Black, I think this one's pretty quick for you, but how are you prioritizing, the opportunity to this countdown timer and the, Bitcoin bottoming? I know we talked about MSTR, we talked about, things like BitUnix using leverage. How are you prioritizing, like maximizing the opportunity? Is MSTR like the main squeeze, or you gonna be doing a little bit of both? What
Oh,
would you
there's a few.
recommend?
There's a few. There's a few. I have a whole list. I have a list of 10. But on this Zoom, there are some outside people who have not paid. There are some Instagram people who have not paid.
Roger that.
Yeah, if you haven't paid, I already gave him a free play. I gave a MicroStrategy play on the thing. Did anybody catch that?
No, I saw it. I wasn't fully in position to jump on it. That contract was lovely, but I wasn't completely ready.
Yes,
But
sir.
I'm
And
getting
and
ready.
here's another thing. So I was already a MicroStrategy. In all transparency, I'm just gonna keep it real. The reason why I didn't post the one that I'm in is because I was talking a lot of shit, right? And it's not within my 77 to 100 days bottom. So
Yeah.
the one that I put out there is the safe one. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
looking
for
at the
sure.
price action, I was like, this shit could go. So I got into a shorter dated one. But if you're talking crazy on the outside, you got to protect yourself. You know what I mean? I talk a lot of
Yeah.
shit. So I'm not about to do, publicly post no short-term shit. And then they're going to be like, you worse than Ian Dunlap. That will hurt my feelings. So
I can dig that. Oh,
I
crap.
was like, but you gonna see once we get to the bottom, I'm gonna put a bag, like, you gonna see. I'm gonna drop a
Yeah, no,
bag on,
I'm getting ready for it myself. I'm getting
sir.
ready to drop it.
I'm gonna drop a bag. You know what I mean?
Probably
Because
not your bag, but
Did you
now
already
I'm
drop
I'm
the
dropping a bag.
MicroStrategy play in the Discord?
What you say?
Did you already drop the play in the Discord?
No, not yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of
I was
positioning
just
myself.
talking about it. I talked about it a lot, but I didn't
at the perfect time.
drop the actual play. So if you go to the MicroStrategy channel, and some of you will not see the MicroStrategy channel if you are on the payment plan. If you're on a payment plan, that plan got to be paid first. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because
Roger that.
yeah, but it's there. I've been talking about it for a minute. Let me show you. So it's right here. So I've been making noise about it. Like I said here, like a couple of times. 628. I said, this is why it will be the biggest mistake if you don't play MicroStrategy leaps when the time comes. The cycle is the cycle. Take emotions aside and get rich. Because some people have lost money. So sometimes they feel like, see, MicroStrategy, I'm buying MicroStrategy, call soon. I already bought it. But I just telling the truth. But that's not the one I'm gonna post. The ones I bought, that was just me doing my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but the ones I'm putting out there is safe ones that I know publicly. Like if I post it publicly, it means the contract, the strike is ideal. I wouldn't say correct because anything could happen. But as you can see, MicroStrategy, I've been talking about it here. I said this may go down a bit, but in 1,200 days, MicroStrategy will touch 500 to 1K per share. This is my opinion. It's not a fact. But if it doesn't happen, I'm worse than Ian Dunlap. This joint was $87, right? After hours, it's a 107. That's a $20 move. You know what I'm saying? Even when I posted here, I said it is what it is. You don't want to miss this. It was a 97, right? It was a 100 here. This is 7.2. So I'll post the contract, but it's not just MicroStrategy because it's bigger than just MicroStrategy.
I figured. I was thinking MicroStrategy to me has the most upside, but I was thinking probably all of the other crypto options, Marathon, and I'm thinking of a few others that might go. But that's why I was like, I'll wait till the, you know what I'm saying, the list drops for me, and
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I'm saying,
we
we'll top
have
it up
we
from
have
there.
time. We have,
We
I
do.
believe we have time. Even if it takes off a little bit, you still got time. You still have a lot of time. It ain't going to no 150, 200 no time soon. It could go up, come back down, but once we get in that bottom range time zone, then I will feel more confident knowing that, okay, now I don't have to look over my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody chase, like, you escape for a little bit, but you don't know if they're gonna pull around, until you get in a safe zone. And I feel like that is the safe house once we get to that bottom. So
What's your theory on him selling a lot of Bitcoin lately?
I mean, it is what it is. He had to do what he had to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't think anything, because they have so much Bitcoin compared to what they sold. They got like 850,000 Bitcoin and they sold 32. And people were like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, but he was bound to be under pressure because it's a bear market. And
Right.
people think MicroStrategy is the reason why the market went down, and that is bullshit. The market was gonna go down anyway. It didn't matter if he never sold, it wouldn't have made a difference. Still would have gone down. We just don't understand why it goes down. The problem is people be trying to rationalize it, understand it, connect it to something, and say, yeah, it's because of the war. And if it was because of the war, how did we know 500 days ago that did we know there was going to be a war? No, we had no clue. But we just know the cycle is the cycle. You know, so yeah, I don't think anything. I think in the next 10 years or so, MicroStrategy is going to be top 5 or top 10, one of the wealthiest companies in the world by market share. So I don't know what they're going to do in between, but I just know they hold the most Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. One other question. What do you think about people borrowing against their Bitcoin to buy leaps and stuff like that?
if they know what they're doing, it's
Right.
part of the plan, but you have to do it at the right time.
Right.
So example, PayPal offered me $500,000, right? Loan, working capital yesterday. I almost took it. And I was like, nah. I literally pulled the shit up, right? I pulled it up. I was gonna take it. I was like, let me go take a shower. Because that's what I be thinking. I was like, nah, I'll run it. I'll run it back in December. If it's still there, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? If it and that is the same thing you want to do whenever you're about to make a purchase, a big purchase. Like there's a saying, go sleep on it, right? Give it, give it, give it 6 days. After 6 days, if you still want it, then go get it. But usually, after you give yourself time to think about it, sleep, you're gonna be like, man, fuck no. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I looked at my countdown thing. I said, nah, it ain't time. If it comes back around and hey, I'll be okay. But the time comes and they say that I'm taking that shit. And the payments was something crazy. And it was a fucking weekly payment. I said, what the fuck? I'm not taking no fucking weekly payment. You crazy? Oh, for you too? Man, I be in the shower for like literally an hour. I be in there with my phone and everything, just I be vibing. The showers and taking walks. That's what I did with the 3-day showers and walks. I will knock shit out like, so I'm just saying that to say the timing. I'm like, nah, because right now I will be out of my element, you know. So you have to learn when to say no. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the amount of pressure weekly are you weekly payment? What are you missing on the Discord if you're on the payment plan? I'll show you everything when we do the orientation. So I have like a proper presentation to show you. And you know, there's always one person or two people who fuck it up for everybody. So I just have to do what I have to do because you know, people fuck up shit for everybody. But yeah, we'll go over it Wednesday, 7 p.m. New member orientation. So register. I posted the thing. Um, but yeah, anybody else? I think we'll make a lot of money. A lot of money. Like everybody will make a lot of money. Whatever amount you coming in with. So long as it's not like $20 or something. You have to pay in full for Discord by Monday. No, you have to get in by Monday. Is Kaylin still available? Kaylin. Damn. Kaylin. Can you drop the thing for these people? I forgot.
Yeah, I can drop it.
Yeah, please drop. I guess this is part 2. Yeah, drop. But yeah, by Monday, tomorrow is done. And this isn't one of those things where like we say it's done and I'll be like, yeah, we still, because over the weekend I fucked up. You seen Cash App just blocked my whole shit. Cash App blocked me. Like real life. So yeah, after Monday, that's it. The shit is gonna be closed. It will be closed until November. Like for real, for real. It'll be closed. There wouldn't be any, you wouldn't see any payment link anywhere in my bio, nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And I like that because shit, I got the money. I can focus, not worry about, you know, but now I still got to worry about chasing people around for the payments and shit. You know, I don't like that part because Klarna didn't work. Because if I had done Klarna would have paid and I didn't have to worry about that. But, you know, people be soaking up the game for all you know, Aristotle is in here under a fake name. So I got to block some shit until I get the full payment. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, that's what it said. They were fucking with me big time, but it's cool. Yeah. And anybody else? Any question?
Say Block, is there a it's a 3-day masterclass for Greek somewhere in this Discord?
The day one, where you hear day one of the master.
That's on day one of the last boot camp you read.
Yeah, but I also have this. So I also have, if you go to shit, where did I post it? I have an options 1 hour. I don't know where I have that. I think it's here. Damn, people they're still doing fireworks. I have a something learn options in 1 hour or something. Where do I have that?
I could search for that though, huh?
Yeah, it's somewhere. It's somewhere.
I'll find it, bro.
Yeah.
It's called learn. It's called what?
I forgot the title. It's something like options trading under 1 hour or something where I explain.
That's in the newbie section.
Is it? Oh, look,
Yeah.
look at you. That means you.
I saw it.
That means you. Good. That means you're going through. It's so much shit on here. I try to organize it in a way that it makes, yeah, this one. Thank you. So right here, you see free option trading for beginners. So, but I'm gonna do a proper, but there's other option stuff. Okay, so there's an options trading channel, right? If you go here, options for beginners. So there are videos here which are great videos, right? The reason why I put these videos here is that I feel like they did a better job than me.
Yeah, I thought you were just throwing them up there to fill in that slot.
Hell no, I don't do no fillers.
All right,
Nah,
I got you, baby.
I really put it here because they did a great job. Like, it's clean. So I'm like, why would I, you know what I'm saying? There's no reason for me to just waste my time and repeat some shit, knowing that somebody has put out like great quality content. You know, so yeah, everything here under options for beginners, go through it, and I promise you how to trade leap option for beginners is all there. So my whole thing is, why go make another video when I feel like I can't top this video? You know what I'm saying? I can't top the video. So I'm not about to waste my time and just give credit where credit is due. Option premiums, go watch these videos. And if it doesn't make sense, look, learn the Greeks. It's all here. It's all here. So I'm not making no video and the man that made a better video.
Yeah, but you be talking shit about people on YouTube and shit, man. So I was like, man, I'm staying away from that, man.
Yeah, no. This is like good shit. Like, and okay, like if I post it, I either learn something from the person in my journey. And this guy, I'm talking about good. Straight to the point, no bullshit, no gatekeeping. You're gonna get it. You know. So yeah, so I try to anything that could help in your journey is here. That's why I say, if you come here and a year later you don't know stuff, it's you. It's not me. Because the resources are here. I can get you to the river, but I can't force you to drink. So that's a fact. Kiru said it. If I give credit, that means that person is official. Because I don't even like giving credit. Like, who the fuck is you? Like, I think I'm better than you. That's just the way I operate. Like, I think I'm better than everybody on some Kanye shit. So for when I'm forced to give credit, that means I can't even hate. Like, I'm trying to hate, but like, damn, okay, I gotta give him. He good. You know, and I think explaining it like that gives you perspective of what it takes for me to say, okay, check him out. That means I can't front. I want to. But if it's that good, it's that good, you know? But yeah, so I've posted things here, you know, what to look for, how to organize your, your settings in Robinhood, hula hoop strategy. Like, if you don't understand options, you pay to be here a year and you don't get this, it's you. You did not go through the material. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Broke it down in a very simplified form. Ain't nobody doing this. This part, yeah, the guy can't beat me on this. This part I went in, but his videos are good, you know. But this part, breaking this shit down, 700 shares, showing you the cost, showing you the date purchase, expiration, below strike, all of that, man. Keep it simple, man. Don't get better than this. So options for beginners. If you don't understand option, look at that channel, go through everything, soak up the game. This guy is also very good. This guy here, in the money, very good. You know what I've noticed? Them white boys on YouTube, they don't be gatekeeping at all. It be us. They don't be, man, they be like the game just straight, like the courses that we be bullshitting on, legit people be putting out like dope shit. I'm telling you. We just be like, pay me, pay me, pay me. And then you pay them and they give you some bullshit, you know? So, yeah, but this channel here, listen, some people join and they just want, where's the plays? Which play are we getting in? You don't even understand calls and puts. You got to take time, take a month or so, soak up the game, show up on the lives. I'll be on live tomorrow morning in the live market, but don't force yourself to get into stuff when you don't have the basics. You know, so take time, go through the newbie section. Take time. You're not going anywhere. You're locked in for a year. You'll be all right. You make money. Sheriff was good.
Black, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
What percentage would you say you'll allocate for, like, let's say, I know Bitcoin is, the lows is coming like in a couple of, let's say, September, October, around there, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much would you allocate towards leap, towards buys and holds? Or you just totally go in on the leaps 100%?
What buy and hold, like shares?
Right, like buy and hold Bitcoin, yes, like Bitcoin or the shares. Yeah, correct.
I
Like,
mean,
I know some
Bitcoin
of the plays that you probably think of, like he just said I bid, you know, anything related to that.
Bitcoin is different because Bitcoin is, it's a savings, right? And how you treat your savings and your investment is two totally different things.
Got it. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So Bitcoin, when you throw your money in there, you're throwing it in there for life. Like it's locked in. Anything
Right.
I throw into Bitcoin, it doesn't exist. It's gone. In my mind, it's like it's gone, right? So if somebody pull up and they're like, bro, I need $5,000, to me, that Bitcoin is gone. I don't have it.
Right.
It doesn't exist. I threw it away. That money, consider it is in the trash. It's gone.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know, so, you know, let's say you got $100,000, you save 60, right, in Bitcoin, and then the rest, the 40, you can split it between leaps and swings, maybe 20.
Got it.
And then 20, but the 60, that Bitcoin is gone. Because when all else fails, remember the leap and shit can still lose. They not 100%, right?
Okay, yeah, that's what I was asking. Thanks, because that was,
Yeah.
like you said, get your first Bitcoin. Been working on it, doing the buying every day, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to know because I joined your Discord.
Oh, welcome. But here's the
Yeah.
thing. When we get to the bottom, I'm going to show you some things, right? Because now, if you are new, you don't want to, you got to be careful. But once we get to like, we hit 80 days and now it says 10 days since the 80 days, that's when you go see, we're going to bust a move. Because at that point, you'll be confident saying, okay, let's say Bitcoin bottom was 55. At that point, if I buy a whole Bitcoin at 55, I can borrow 26,000 against it confidently, knowing that we are likely not going to go down another 20% from there.
Right. Okay. Right. So
and
you
I'm going
could
to take
put that
that money.
60 and borrow from it. Got it.
Yep. I'm going to take that money. Let's say to make it easy. Am I sharing MicroStrategy screen?
Yes.
I have 60K. Right at the bottom, I take 30K. I still got my 60K. So this 60K ain't moving. This 30K becomes free money. I take this 30K, I go put it in 5 leaps.
Okay.
right? This
Mhm.
30K, I don't have to pay no money on it. I don't have to pay no interest. So it's not like the PayPal trying to give you a working capital and they're like, next week start paying us by the week. What the fuck?
Right.
Where am I gonna get the money from to pay you on a weekly? I ain't even made no money. Shit, give me some time.
Right.
You know what I
You
mean?
suggest a platform like Strike to do that, right?
Strike is kind of high, but
It is like, yeah, it is. Oh, it's double digits, right?
yeah, it's 13%. They be lying.
13%.
They make it sound like it's like 9.5, 10% too. But that's if you borrowing like $2 billion or some shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shark also has monthly payments, right? I know.
Yeah, they do. I think there's a way you can. No, they have like it's 1 year, and also with Strike, you got to be careful. Once you can't change your mind 3 months later and be like, I'm paying it, give me my shit back. You tied to like a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but there are other platforms where you can just be in and out like shit. Take it today, pay it tomorrow.
And it's lower interest rate, right?
Go flip. Yeah, there's interest rate, but it's not required for you to pay. You will pay it
Right.
at the
It's
end
like
of it.
margins.
Yeah, so if you take, let's say, 30 grand, you go put it in a leap, and the leap turns into 80 grand, you can take 32 grand and go pay that shit off the next day. You know what I mean? Like there's
Mhm.
no requirement to be locked in for 6 months, 1 year, or anything like that. And the rates is low. We talking 5-6%.
Oh, wow. That's in the Discord, right? You have the sites on that on your
Yeah,
Discord?
everything is
Okay. I know these people. I know I got that's why. And I joined it because like what you said of Ian, I was gonna jump on Intel and he said, son, Intel's dead. Meta's dead. Palantir is dead. I was like, all of them, you know?
So why
And
you
you
listen?
shot him out.
What made you listen to his opinion?
I don't know. Just he sounds like he knows it, like what he's talking about. That's what it is. He sounds like he
No,
knows it.
no, you know what's crazy? One day, I was in New Jersey somewhere I was with my brother, and the Market Mondays was on there. My brother is like, "Isn't this the guy you always be hating on?" And I'm like, "Yeah." My brother is like, "He does sound like he looks the part. Like
Yeah.
he speaks with a lot of confidence, right? So if you're not careful, you're gonna be like, this guy knows that he don't know a motherfucking thing. It's just some people just have that confidence. They have that look.
Right.
So I'm gonna give him that. He do be sounding like,
Yes. He bought a lot of people. He almost got me. But I wasn't paying no Red Panda price for that because I seen what it was.
yeah, he full of shit. They all full of
Yeah.
shit. Every now and then, like we say, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Right.
So you're gonna get something right.
Even Bitcoin, he didn't like Bitcoin in the
You
beginning
ain't like
either.
Bitcoin. You ain't
So then I said, oh, it's a trend. It's a trend.
You're just wrong. And then you told Bitcoin, you told folks the
And
recently
this
the
what I've
bottom was
noticed
113
yeah.
because you don't understand the cycle, right? And it's okay.
Right.
Like me, there are things. If you come and ask me what is the whatever about some company, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't look at fundamentals. I don't know. I'm quick
Right.
to tell you I don't know. What I do know is price action. So I don't care what whatever the beta, but nobody
Right.
cares. But people don't know how to say I don't know. So instead of them, how, like, have you ever asked direction from somebody? And instead of them telling you I don't know, they be like, I think it's over here. And then they fuck you up. They send you
Right.
somewhere you're not supposed to because they don't even know where you're going, right? But me, if I don't know, I keep quiet. Like as loud as I am, when it comes to things I don't know, I just keep quiet because I don't know. Why would I talk about something I don't know? I don't know. You know, look,
Right.
let me give you an example. There's a job, right, that my my brother used to do. High paying job. And you guys probably know is this they go around hospitals and they basically teach, they hang around, and if the doctors and the nurses have any questions about the system that they are using on their computer system, they just tell them go click here, here, and they pay them crazy, like $150, $200 an hour, and they don't be doing shit. They don't even be knowing what they're doing, right? So my brother, they were making crazy money. I'm talking about like insane for no work. And they try to put me on. I couldn't do it. I don't know how to. I don't know how to pretend to do some
Right.
shit that you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. Because I don't want to be vulnerable, just standing there and somebody asking me shit and I'm pretending. I feel like they will see through me. You know what I mean? So, and my brother and other people, they figured it out. Because after a while, you're gonna know, right? But I still couldn't put myself through that first month where I don't know shit and I'm pretending that I know the shit. They made crazy amount of money. So I'm saying that to say, for me, when I don't know something, if I'm quiet about something, it means I don't know, and I'm okay to say I don't know. But what I know, yeah, we gonna be talking all day because I know I put in the time. And that is where I excel because I know I put in the work. I know you're not gonna outwork me. I know you're not sitting behind the charts. You're not spending more hours than me. I know you're not reading about this shit more than me. You know what I mean? Like, I just know. Will Smith says something similar. He said, you will not outrun him on a treadmill. He said, you can do whatever. You could be a run faster, but on the treadmill, he said, I will die before I let you be. And I feel the same way. When it comes to price action, I am super confident because I put in so much time, you know. So sometimes you feel like you in sync with the market because it's just, you know, muscle memory. But any other thing, man, I don't know. I don't care about PE ratios and not about the study
Right.
for that. You know what I'm saying? So somebody can say, what is the PE ratio of NVIDIA? I don't fucking know.
And the video was high P
You
ratio,
know what I'm
yet it
saying?
kept
I
going
don't
up.
know. I don't care. I just know that if you give me a chart, I'ma dissect that shit. Fuck all that PE ratio, because I don't even buy a whole stock. So I'm just trading the shit. So I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If you like, oh, you a trader, you don't know PE ratio, eat a dick. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's okay if you don't know something, say I don't know. But don't be pretending, yeah, Bitcoin, the absolute lowest point is 113, and then the shit goes to 59 and now you quiet. You don't want to think,
Right.
you know? So you
Mm-hmm.
got to be careful who you listen to because sometimes they look the part, they sound the part, and they just don't be knowing, you know? And
Right.
people are scared to be called haters. So they keep quiet because if you say something, they're going to be like, oh, he's a hater. Oh, he is messy. I don't care.
Right.
Somebody got to
Even
hate.
Block. You remember he was saying Block is the new Chase.
Yeah.
JP
He
Morgan.
don't know. He don't know.
I'm like, damn, all this.
And then the first thing he gonna say is, "But I got more money than you." How the fuck do you know who you got more money than? What makes you think you got more money than anybody? You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes you think you got more money than anybody? What makes you think? I
Yeah.
don't know what makes them think. Like, anyway, any other question? Them fools just be getting on my goddamn nerves.
Hello.
Yep.
As a beginner, if you're starting off with like 2K, what would you recommend as far as trying to grow that as options or day trading opposed to starting off with a swing or
I
I
will
know
say 50, 50, 50, 50 and leaps, 50%, sorry. 50% and so split it, 50% in leaps, 50% in swings. But the swings, if you have let's say, okay, so you have 2K, right? So you put 1K in leaps and 1K in swings. The 1K in swings, you're going to use $300. That's about 30% of your account.
Mhm.
So that means if there's a trade or a setup that costs more than 300, you have to let it go. You can't afford it. Or if there's a trade that you can't buy more than 2 contracts, and the 2 contracts add up to be 300, you got to wait. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know being in your group, other groups I've been in the past is generally, tap in for the day trading, or I don't know if you do calls, how your calls go in the morning and different things like that. If you even recommended on the day trading versus getting into the leaps and swings.
Say that again. I didn't get it.
I don't know how your what do I say, day trading goes. I know I've seen like your flowy recommendations. I don't know how, like, do you do calls in the morning if someone were to get into like day trading?
Yeah, so on Mondays and Fridays, 9:30 to 9:30 to whatever. Sometimes we be on there for a lot. Ideally, I should be on there for like an hour, 9:30 to 4. No, I'm about to change. It should be like 9:30 to like 11:30, but we be on there all day. But yeah, so we day trade. I don't like it, but the system works, right? So it will be here. So we will go live tomorrow at 9:30, and then we just be vibing. We ain't forcing anything. We're gonna be looking at the charts. And I have a system where if it crosses, if it does something, then we take a shot. Let me show you an example so you see. So I'll be on the watch list. So the watch list is basically me watching, right? Like we watch it. We don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know, right? You can't wake up in the morning and just be like, oh, I'm gonna do this. So like Microsoft, it's like this. So Microsoft has a well-defined pin bar. Okay. Boom. This is it. Now, whether you're gonna take this, that is on you. And I don't want you to wait on me to take it before you take it, because I don't want to create dependency. I want you to understand why this looks good. And if you want to take it, what is your risk? What is your entry? Where's your stop loss going to be? And if you understand how to trade pin bars, can anybody tell me okay, so this here, so we've seen it here. Microsoft at 1:17 p.m., Microsoft has a well-defined pin bar. Okay, here it is. Microsoft is at 369. The low is at 359. What strike would you buy? This is on the 5-minute chart. What strike, what expiration? So essentially, what contract are you buying for this?
372
Like
strike.
370
Okay, expiring when? This
in the
was,
week.
so this was, when was the 29th? 29th was Monday. So Monday, so you buy 3 what? In the money? Or you buying 380? You buying 400? What are you buying?
In the
What
money.
contract?
In the money.
370. So you buying 370. Where's your stop loss?
359 or 358.
Where are you taking profits?
374 around there.
Okay.
380 pre-market high.
Oh,
Okay. So Microsoft. So we did ASTS. I added this to the presentation. So in the morning, this is it. This is what I'm looking for. Break, retest, bull flag, boom, right? It works. It works like magic, right? Majority of the time. We did SPY, we did ARM, right? We did, so let me show you the aftermath of that pin bar, just so you understand how effective those pin bars are. We did Tesla, right? Boom, boom, boom. This went crazy on the upside, and then it turned around and made crazy money on the downside. But look at Microsoft. You see the power of that pin bar? This is the same pin bar that I highlighted in real time. So had you gotten into the pin bar, and then had you bought at 370, it came down a little bit. But by the end of the week, it went even higher. This was like the next day or some shit, right? So my goal is to teach you the setups so that when you see it, even when I'm not around, you see it, you can get in. So look at SPY. And with SPY, we have created a alert system, which shout out to Nigel. Nigel coded everything. And so again, look, SPY has a 30-minute well-defined pin. Close above it is a go, fail below it is a put. This was SPY. So when I posted it in real time, at this point, it's on you. You don't want me to be like, I'm in SPY 745. What are you gonna do? You ain't gotta wait for me to do anything. The setup is, I don't know. At this point, I don't know what the setup is gonna do just as much as you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I got some insight into the market. I'm not Trump. I'm not Nancy. I'm not related to Nancy Pelosi. So shit, my guess is just as good as yours. I just know that pin bars, 8 out of 10 times, they're gonna work, right? So let's look at how it transpired. And also, I'm giving you updates, not just to brag, but so you can learn how price moves if you get into a good setup. So you see, this is the same break, right? So I teach like this so you can see. It's better like this than to say, hey, get in SPY. Oh, we all made money, but you don't really understand how you made the money. What's the point? If one day I decide to not do this shit again, maybe my shit go crazy, I make so much money, and I decide not to do this shit again, what you gonna do? You don't even understand what I was doing. So my goal is to give you the visuals. Maybe I'm biased. Personally, I'm a visual learner, so I want you to see it happening, right? So I give you break. This is the aftermath. Had you gotten in on this, look at all the money you're making, right? And it kept going and going. So this is the aftermath. Who else is doing? Listen, there's no Discord anywhere on IG that they gonna do this in real time. You know what they doing? They doing TikTok dances. They posting their food and their trips and shit. You think they're gonna sit there and be like, look, and it's going here. This is it. Man, nobody got time for you. You know what I'm saying? That's why we the best out here. We the best. But yeah, this is how it looks, right? Now look at the aftermath of that same pin bar. You see that? That one pin bar, look, that one pin bar. So had you gotten into a 370 Microsoft call, it went all the way to 380, 87. What is the dollar change? I feel like the masterclass is still going. I feel like the masterclass never ended, right? The boot camp is still on. But what is the dollar change from if you got into a 370 at 370 to 387? What is the dollar change? How high did it go? What is that?
17.
17. So if you got one contract and your delta was 50, how much did you make on this move? A delta of 50 means for every $1 move on the underlying stock,
Was it 850?
850 for one contract. So if you had two contracts, how much money?
1700.
Exactly. So that's why I say always do at least one contract so at least one contract. So let's say the first contract you took some profit. You may not have walked away with 17, but maybe 14 or 13 or 15, because your runner would have run. But if you only had one contract, you probably take profit at 374, not hold overnight, and you wouldn't have made that excess money. So yeah, the day trades, this is the type of stuff we be looking at. So let me pull it up here, MSFT, and then we'll see what it did. And see, it went to 390. And all pin bars. So yeah, we day trade, but it has to meet a certain criteria. So look, this is the same pin bar, that one pin bar, right? One pin bar took you from here all the way here. And you didn't have to do extra shit and too much right here. So imagine you teach yourself how to spot these and you spot 1 or 2 or 3 a week. You're going to eat good, right? So again, over here, I show it Tesla. It was breaking this, right? Tesla was at 425. It popped overnight. It opened at 430 something, right? Which means that bull flag worked. And then the market reacted immediately. So let's go look at Tesla. And you know how much money folks made? A lot. Kaylin caught this in real time, right? Would have made like 2,500%, but she got out somewhere here, right? She didn't leave a runner. But the system tells you. So I know a lot of folks have not been checking this out, but this shit is the dopest shit since crack cocaine. Get it? Dope. But
does it tell you exactly how to get in and get out, or
it tells you everything?
because I see it pop up on my Discord.
You just have to learn how to, because it doesn't tell you. And you know what? I might add it to it.
Block, are those for swings or day trades?
This is for day trades. So it will tell you the time frame. You see, it tells you. So even this is not telling you to follow blindly. Go look at it. Go look at the. Oh, Nigel, are you here? You have to change.
Yeah, I'm here.
Look at the time frame. I think this is like, I don't know if this is how y'all write it in Australia or something, but over here in the States.
Oh yeah. We probably. It's using the.
That's military time. That's military.
Yeah, military time. Yeah,
no. I'm not talking about the time.
No, he's talking about the date.
You see?
Yeah, we can change it.
It has the day first.
Yeah.
In Ghana and Europe, that's what they do.
But, okay, so yours is the other way around. The month first.
The month comes first. So,
no worries. Yeah, we'll fix that.
Yeah, but this should be telling you, right? It tells you put entry, previous day's low, stop loss, time frame. It gives you a reminder, accept the risk. You know what I'm saying? You know why I do this? Because this is what I would have said anyway, right? But the alert is telling you everything I would have said anyway, so I don't have to sit there and say it to you all the time. So even if I decide not to jump on live, this is the live. This is it's
Right.
it's shooting like it's telling you, right? The only thing that it's not telling you is the actual strike prices and expiration. Which, Nigel, is that we could do that, right?
Do that. We can even do that, and even if they wanted, we could even add images of where, the pin bar is forming
Okay,
and where you're entering.
now you're doing too much. Now you're doing too much.
We try to give them the whole cake.
Now cut it out.
We could.
And now, hey, put yourself back on mute. Put yourself back on mute. No, but you remember the images I told? Didn't I tell you to do that?
No, yeah, you told me. Yeah, it literally just clicked. As I was looking at the thing and you were talking.
I told them every time because I swear I don't be gatekeeping. I told them every time. Yeah. So like if it doesn't like something like this, I wanted to
take a screenshot,
and add it so that you can actually see, oh, this is what's happening. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it gives you, but like I said, you don't want to jump in blindly. You want to look at it and then go look at the chart, and it has to make sense to you. But Renee, you like it? Renee said this is dope. Yeah, it's dope as shit. And this is literally like I be checking it to make sure it's my system, right? Because sometimes the bots be coming up with their own consciousness and shit and be doing things you ain't asked them to do. So like I be checking for real to see, okay, is it respecting the levels what I would have done, and if it does something, I go and they be tweaking iRobot shit.
What's a typical return on those calls? Like 25, 50, 100% plays?
The accuracy or the money?
The money.
The money is here. Shit, Tesla did like 3,000% from that entry. And there were multiple entries. So just to get an idea, just look at the SPY and Tesla trades from that day. You will see but Curve has been around for a minute, right? So Curve is not, he ain't joined. Curve, when did you join? I think like January or something. January, and he's been present. He shows up every live, so he's got it really good. So so this is Curve. He did at 5,400. Akash has been around for a couple of years, right? Carsey. Now Carsey is the new one, right? And Carsey been killing it. But as you can see, Chiefy. Now Chiefy is new. Chiefy is like 2 weeks in. So this will give you like a real, I wouldn't say expectation, but results from somebody who is new. You know what I'm saying? Chiefy is like a week. Carsey, look at Carsey. Carsey is like 2 months. So, but also look at her contracts. Don't just look at the money, look at the percentage. If you are in on one contract, 22%, how much will that mean for you? It wouldn't look as attractive as, 1,300. So you want to look at how much money, look at Slave Trade. Slave Trade has been around for a minute. That's 1,000%, right? And I think this was Tesla. You see? So that was a Tesla call. That's 1,000%. 1,000% means Has she not put up $75 and she put up $1,000? 1,000 will be worth 11,000. She would have made an extra 10,000 on top of the 1,000. So these are like this is Kaylin. Kaylin, 49%. Last week she did 1,000. 1,000. This is Ken Rule. Ken Rule, you see that? 8 contracts, 53%. So the question is, if you went in with 1 contract, you would have spent 170 and made 53. That's what? 80 something. You know what I'm saying? So look at the percentages, right? This is 22%, but that's 33 contracts. You know what I'm saying? Look at Rio, 11%. That is 5 contracts. That's the same day expiration. That's a Microsoft call. So this one I shouldn't be showing it. Look at Sanquita, 112%. 1 contract. If she had bought 2 as it's recommended, she'd have made like 400, right? She bought another one here, 106. So this gives you an idea of what's going on, because you can see these are different people, right? Ken Rule again, Curve, 366%, right? Different people. This is Ken Rule again, 31%, 440. Be killing it constantly.
For the biggest plays that I've seen you show, like saying taking $3,000 to 300,000 in 3 weeks, is that just being able to watch you carefully and watch the plays or things you give out, or just being able to detect plays on your own?
Both. So it was a combination of understanding the levels. It was a combination of using the capital flow, the Flowly. It's a combination of it's everything together. You know what I'm saying? It's everything together. So it's not like I said for her, I said that there were contracts that we were in, but she bought a lot of contracts, right? So that's the thing. You may go in 2 contracts, 3 contracts, and then she bought 50 or 100. So if you make 1,000%, the average person 1,000% on $200. Her 1,000% will be on $5K. You know what I'm saying? So that's $5K to $50K. It's different because she's buying more contracts. But what took her from the $3,000? She didn't go from $3,000 to 370 grand in one play. She went from $3,000 to like 40 something thousand. Then she got into another play, and that took her to 100 and something. Then she got into another play, and it took her to 2 something. You know what I'm saying? So, but
was them day trades, Block? Was them some was days and some?
No, that was day trades.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's day trades. Yeah, that's day trades. But see, that is it comes with, it's a personality thing too, right? If you are afraid and you doing 1 contracts and demo trading and shit, that is not gonna happen for you. So that's why I say it's not typical. So I don't want people to expect that. It's good, it's amazing, but it's not normal. You know what I'm saying? It's not normal. Very risky, actually. The norm is what you'll see in here. But it's good for marketing. I get it. It's amazing. Everybody thinks, I could do it too. You see, Curve? This is not bad. You see this? This is not bad. This same 259% that Curve did, this is $4,200, right? Okay. So let's say Curve bought $25,000 worth plus 259%. That would be 90K. You know what I mean? And you'd be like, wow, but it's still the same play. Kev bought 4 contracts. Somebody could have bought 45 contracts or 50 contracts. It's the same play, the same percentage. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on your risk tolerance, your risk appetite. And some people just can't pull the trigger. Even me, I wouldn't do a day trade 50 contracts. It's just not my thing. But on a swing, on a leap, once we get to the bottom, yes, I'll go heavy. So it all depends. You know what I mean? It all depends.
What you spend $1,600 on that play?
406 times 4. Yep. And then he turned it to 5,800. You know? Look at B Crump making money, right? Same strategies. 68%, that's $300. He bought 3 contracts. So I just want you to say it's different people, but they all making money, right? Cicada, $5.99. You see that? Amazon, SPY, Tesla. You add it all together, you know? So in due time, you're going to figure out your own thing. What works for you, right? Look at Ken Rue, 14%, 10 contracts. You know, some people use a dollar amount. He makes his money. He sells, he leaves a runner, adjust a stop, and then go. But this is going to take time. You're not going to get this good in a day, right? So.
Hey, Block, can you, real quick, too, I just want to add something out. I'm going to cut you off. Like, everybody's risk tolerance is different. That's what he's talking about. So if you made $17 or you made 17, it don't matter. A win is a win, and we all proud of everybody here. You know what I mean? So that's what I appreciate too. It ain't like no judgment and shit. I made $68 the other day. I made $70 from Bitcoin. I'm happy as hell. You know what I mean? So it's you know, we all like root for each other and shit. But the plan ain't to stay and to do peasant shit. You know what I mean? It's to obviously grow, but to get my system down packed and, you know, learn the system.
Yep, this is all the strategy. The same strategies here is the same thing they're using. And the beautiful thing is, someone's mic is on. The beautiful thing is, once you understand it, you can see your own plays. You can see plays that I haven't even seen, right? But a good pin bar is a good pin bar. So it doesn't matter. You don't, if you want, you can always check and say, hey, I'm looking at this pin. What do you think? Right? If you want my opinion, if you don't want my opinion, I don't feel no type of way. I'll probably be busy trolling somewhere anyway, you know. But if you want my opinion, that's what you pay me for. I'm at your service. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of person that's gonna be, hey, listen, go. No, I'm gonna answer. It could be 2 a.m. I will answer. If I don't answer, I'll answer the next day. You know, but yeah. That's what we do, man. That is what we do. And like I say all the time, if you don't have a strategy, learn pen bars, make it your strategy. It will make you money majority of the time. That's it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. That is a fact. You can't unsee it. But it's dangerous too, because now all you see is possibilities. Right? Then you start looking at, you know, cars and trips and shit, and then you put unnecessary pressure on yourself. So You start looking at $1 million homes because now all you see is just money, right? But in order to make the money, you need to have a system. You need to be able to depend on yourself. Because if you're looking at the chart, everything here, every single move is money. You understand that, right? It's not just the pin bars that make money. Somebody could have bought a put here, made money. Somebody bought a call, made money, put, made money, call, made money, put, made money, put, made money, call, made money, put, made. So everybody is making money. Your job is to find something that is reliable and works majority of the time, which means everything here is money, but you can't trade it all. So out of all this noise, what pattern can you stick to that works 80% of the time, 70% of the time? And when it does work, it pays you bigly, right? Big time, which is pin bars. Stick to pin bars. You find it at a key level. It's very easy to know your entries and your exits, right? You don't have to think too much. You don't have to be like, where's my support? Boom. You would have killed it, right? And then, as you can see, the level was key because when that level that you entered broke, it became resistance. So it went from going up to going down, right? Going up to going down. This shit is simple. It's simple when you're looking at it, but if you get in without a plan, it can be the most frustrating endeavor ever, right? Because it's simple. The thing itself is simple. Buy low, sell high. Sell high, buy back low. Buy calls, buy puts, make money. It's that simple. But you will get in the way. You know what you're going to do? You're going to go to Aristotle, and you're going to go to Trap, then you're going to go to this person, and then you're going to be like, this person said I'm doing this, but this is where the VWAP crosses here. There. Now you didn't blow your shit. Now you sitting there just staring in the sky. You ain't got no money, right? So wait for good setups and only execute on those good setups. And good setups don't happen every single day. They don't happen every single day. Any questions?
I ain't got no question block, but I'm gonna tell you something straight up. This price action course, it's the coldest shit I ever read, bro. And I ain't gonna even lie. Say I done been with Aristotle, I done been with Chris Johnson, I've been with Chris Jackson, I done been with about 4 or 5 people. I spent like 20,000, bro. And it's a goddamn shame that reading this price action course is like somebody just sitting here having a conversation with me, bro. I feel like since I've been on this course for the last 3 days, I feel like I have graduated from the 4th to the 12th grade. I am not gonna lie, bro.
That's what I'm. Listen, I be saying this all the time. Can Rue feel the same way? You know what I'm saying? We be saying this all the, but
Bro, I asked you one time. I said, "Say, man, you ain't got no video on price action." He was like, "Man, read the course." And I learned more by watching. You know what I'm saying? But man, this shit's this course, this price action course is out of this shit crazy.
I'm telling you, which chapter are you on?
I'm on 12 or 13.
Bro, by the time you finish and you actually go through the articles, I'm telling you.
Man, I feel like I'm ready to go. I'm ready to turn up this week. I ain't never had this much knowledge in options or reading the chart. None of that, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. The reason why I swear by it is that's what did it for me, right? that's what made it click for me. So I was like,
I'm not gonna lie. Everything is crystal clear. The only thing I'm gonna have to go back on is the fakey. You know what I mean? It's kind of the fakey is kind of hard, but you know, from the other shit, I don't really need the fakey. I can just roll with you know, the more confluent pieces for right now, and then just learn the fakey as I go. You know what I'm saying? Because I think this is the easiest that I ever seen this shit broken down to me, bro.
I'm telling you. And then folks still be wanting complicated shit. Like, bro, one of them things, it's like, what else do you want? They be like,
I don't give a fuck if the niggas in here or not. That shit is trash. I done been through all of that shit, bro. That shit is trash.
That's what I be trying to. They be thinking I'm hating because, man, but I know because for me, I put in years, right? And I consider, like, I tell you, I be on Kanye shit. I consider myself like super smart. So it was very frustrating that I wasn't getting it. Like, I will make money and then I will blow it. I will make money and then I'll blow it. Like, what the fuck? What is the disconnect? It was all them goddamn indicators just fucking up my shit. Right? So when I got to this course, he was like, man, take all that shit and throw it away. And even at that time, I was still fighting it. Right? I was still fighting it. But once I got it, I was like, and it's so simple that you feel like you still want to add some shit, right? It's so simple.
Man, I'm telling you, I've been all over the board, bro. I swear to God, man. I'm embarrassed to even say what I done spent fucking with this shit. But after this,
20 grand is crazy. 20 grand is crazy.
And hey, guys, quick one. Block. Look, they should just peep the date, the year on that. That's 2012. So think about it. That was 14 years ago. And I remember 14 years ago, he put me on this. So y'all should know most of these guys, I think most of them came right after COVID.
Yeah, they all COVID. All of them.
And it's because of social media. It was COVID. Markets were pre-low. You could even teach a monkey to buy anything. Shit was going to pop up back again. So you should know most of these guys, it's like they faked it and they made it. So now you got to keep up that image. But when you actually pull the skin off, you know, the skeleton, and you're looking at what you're really talking about. Like, I be calling Block every day, and sometimes I be hearing them talking in the background. I'm like, and I just 10 seconds, I just get pissed, and you be laughing at me because they're literally talking rubbish, like absolutely bullshit. And you have to understand something to know they're really talking nothing. Let me just say it, like basically nothing. And you do the thing for so long, like Block put me on 2010. So I've been in this for 16 years. You do it for too long, when someone starts talking, you know if the person knows the shit or not. And I can literally tell they have no clue what they're talking about. They have the opportunity to make money. Yes, they made money after COVID, but now they have to keep that image. So you see them sitting there, the market, like they have no clue. I sometimes even feel like they've got people writing it for them and they just sit there. They've got no clue. So when and I remember telling Block this, I told him, I'm like, you about to put people on some real shit and it's going to be totally different from what they're doing. So it's going to take time for y'all to really get what Block is talking about, because there's a lot of them and there's probably one or two of Block. You know what I'm saying?
And Nigel, when you call me, 90% of the time, what I be doing?
Bruh, he's trading. He's like, bro, every freaking time I get pissed. I'm like, bro, get some sleep.
It don't matter. It be 3 a.m. because, you know, we have a crazy time difference between us and Australia. So he will call me and he's like, what are you even, why?
Like bro, why?
Because this is what I do. I don't do it because I'm trying to, that's why I don't even be showing my face, because it's not about trying to prove anything, right? Like they say, if you enjoy something, You never work a day in your life. So for me, this is not work.
Facts.
It's the easiest shit because I do it. I've been doing it anyway without an audience since 2002. So, and I would do it if nobody listened to me. I would still be behind the charts doing literally the same thing. But I feel like it's better when you have a community because you're teaching people. Of course, I'm making money, so that's a good thing. But even if I didn't make money, I'll still be doing the same shit I'm doing till I die. You know,
I see why you be calling people out on their bullshit too, man.
Yeah,
at first, when I first ran into you, I was like, man, this nigga just be going off
He's
on
just
everybody.
hating. He's just hating.
Yeah,
Bro,
shit, you
look at the date. Look at the
Nah.
date on the course, right? It says
2012,
right? And the same information is working to this day. Nothing has
Like,
changed.
bro, if you sit your ass down and really pay attention to this course, it ain't no reason why you can't wake up in the morning and get to the money. This shit crazy.
Bro, I said wait until you get here, right? So but these two, chapter 18 and 19, here, these chapter 18 and 19, I want you to go through all the way to the top, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing every one of them. Start at the beginning.
Bro, look at, so you see chapter 8, 19, okay, I'm going to scroll.
That's a whole lot of shit.
Scroll, and then you take one or two articles, right? Look at how long I'm scrolling and the shit ain't
I
done,
know
right?
it. Shit, that's what I was looking at before.
So you scroll. I'm still scrolling, by the way. Scroll, and you know the course itself is not this. I had to like take each one and poke. Okay, so look. So now you're gonna take one a day. The myth of trading you must remove from your. So now this is all psychological shit. So imagine reading the price action and then going through all these, and all these articles are dope. Bro, by the time you finish this, like they say, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is really, really ready, the teacher will disappear. And my job is not to keep people here. That's why my shit is not even, it doesn't renew automatically, right? Because I don't want to trick anybody into renewing. After a year, if you good and you like bye, that's the point. You only stay because you still enjoy the community and maybe you get but the goal is you should be good. You should be good. I don't need to trick you into, oh, if I'm not giving you any value or you're not learning anything, why are you still here? So I'm not going to do an automatic shit and be like, gotcha. I want you to be like, you know what? I want to stay. You see what I'm saying?
I just can't believe
auto-pay trick.
12 chapters, bro. In 12 chapters, I know more than I know fucking with about 5 different people, bro. Shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, because
that shit got me mad than a bitch. That's why now I know why you troll, motherfucker.
I'm telling you. And when I bought the course, I think I bought it for like $1,500 then. That shit is like $10.
Yeah.
Right? And the dude is not trying to like, and he don't even talk. This dude won like the $1 million challenge. They did like a $1 million trading challenge. He won it multiple times.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, let me go learn from somebody who's making millions over time. And when I found him, he was already trading for like a decade and a half at that time. I was like, nah. Right? Meanwhile, you got all these people who popping up from nowhere, YM baby, these vagina traders.
Yo.
But they have the attention, right? And you know, anybody can say anything, but this course, like I swear by it, is the best.
Yeah, that's facts.
That's why I can't do a course, because he did the job and that's who I learned from. So I took the shit and I just posted it here.
Hey man, I ain't gonna even lie. I've been watching your video. When I jumped into Discord, I'm like, man, I'm just gonna watch all his videos. I can learn. I can just peep game from there. And you teach very well. That's why I told you one time, I said, man, you got the best videos. But man, I started reading this motherfucking course. I'm like, shit, this what a game at right here.
Yeah, but that's why I told you. He was like, where's the videos? I said, fuck the videos. watch the courses first, because the course is the foundation on which I teach, right? So once you watch the course and then I'm teaching, everything will click more. You're going to be like, oh, okay, but and sometimes people try to avoid, they be like, yeah, I already know all this stuff. I already know support and resistance. No, you don't. If you understood it really well, you'll be making money. So if you paid money, go through the shit anyway. Because he might say something in a different perspective that might make something really click. But I promise you about 70, 80% of the people on this server have not gone through this course.
Yeah, that's what a dope at, man, for sure.
It's all there. Everything is there. Everything is there.
What's your your method of reading through it? Like, do you just take like an hour out of your day, read through a couple chapters, come back? Because it's a lot of information to grasp.
It's a lot. I'm telling you, it's a lot. And
Yeah,
it's
bro,
not just technical.
You start reading that shit, you're going to want to read that shit, though, bro.
Yeah, because it be clicking when you reading it. You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, oh, when you know you're learning something, it becomes interesting. When you're just learning all kinds of, shit that is not making sense, it's like a chore to read.
Yeah, man, because all the other shit be having your ass want to turn that shit off, man. It's some dope.
But yeah, man, that's the dopest testimonial. So guys, take it from him. Take it from Ken Rule, take it from Nigel, take it from everybody who's checked it out. From Curve, go read that. If you combine this with Traded in the Zone and everything else, man, your perspective is going to be different. So we have a very strong price action foundation. And now we are adding like the countdown cycles, the pin bars. Like, how could you not make money? How could you not make money? How could you not make money? And if you're not careful, that's why I be saying, like, if you come here, there's no reason to go do, these people are going to distract you. And this is so simple, you might feel like, nah, I'm still missing something. Where the indicators at? Nah, you're gonna fuck up a good thing. Have you ever fucked up a good thing because it's so good you don't even see how good it is? It's so good it's boring. You ever been with anybody so good that they're boring, and then you want some excitement and you go catch some shit?
Yo.
They so good, right? They do everything. You're like, why are you so good? You pretty, you're not arguing. Man, fuck off. Let me go look for some toxic shit. Next thing you know, you're on the side of the road and you had a good thing at home. That's one of those things. It's so good. You want some shit to.
But yeah, Block. Yeah, it doesn't get any better than this, guys. And yeah, we also got trading psychology going on. I'm gonna get back to it now because we were just building stuff. So I'm gonna get back to it every Friday after the market closes. We're gonna get in it. Trading psychology. It is, yeah, very essential, as Block would tell y'all. So we're gonna get into it every Friday after the market closes. You can ask me any question.